So this isn't a video that I was expecting to make today, but nonetheless, I think this is an important subject to have a quick chat about, simply because I don't want what happened to me last night to ever happen to any of you guys. And I've got a bit of information here now through trying to fight this last night that will hopefully be of interest and use to you guys that might be streaming your online races. So basically, the story is last night I did a live stream of one of my league races. It was a F1 2018 race at Spain. Now, what we try to do with our Octane Online Racing League is to try and tie in the races that we do with the real life events. So we're racing on the same tracks as the real guys are racing on that same day. So basically what happened was live stream all went well and good, apart from my terrible driving. I didn't exactly do well in the race, but that's okay. We're learning, we're improving, and you know the point of the channel is to have a bit of fun. And so basically everything went well in terms of the stream. There was no problems or anything like that. Lots of people were watching. And so everything was cool. Went and had my shower, got ready for bed, sat down ready to watch the Real World Grand Prix. And we got to about lap 3 and I saw an email pop up on my Apple Watch here and basically saying, what was the subject? It said, copyright takedown notice. Your video has been taken down from YouTube. Live sim racing stream F1 2018 OOR Tier 1 Spain. So I thought immediately, what the hell? What's going on here? Open up the email. Due to a copyright takedown notice that we received, we've taken down your video from YouTube. Video title, blah, 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 blah. Takedown issued by 3 Ants Development and Strategies. This means that your video can no longer be played on YouTube. You've received 1 copyright strike. You now have 1 copyright strike. If you have multiple copyright strikes, we might have to disable your account. To prevent that from happening, please don't upload any content, including copyrighted contents that you're not allowed to use. So basically I logged onto YouTube, thought, what the hell? And saw that not only did I have a copyright strike against my channel, which you're only actually allowed 3 within a 3-month period before they take down your channel altogether, which would obviously be a big deal for me, as this is something that I'm trying to build into a full-time business. But I also lost the ability to live stream at all. And that is obviously a big problem for me as well, because I've just started doing my weekly live streams of my online races. I'm planning on doing a lot more online streaming for my iRacing as well. And we also have the husband versus wife challenge, which I was planning on live streaming in a month's time as well. So I'm thinking, you know, what the hell? And so anyway, I started to look into it, and this was actually after I'd already received another copyright notice for the same video from the McLaren Formula 1 team, basically identifying my content as a duplicate of their content, because they actually posted a video doing a onboard lap around Spain in F1 2018 as well. But that was something that was separate, and that's something that I dealt with, and that's in the process of being dealt with now. No big deal there. But obviously a copyright strike is a very big deal. And there's been a lot of talk in the YouTube circles recently, because another YouTuber that I actually follow, Bitwit, had a very similar thing happen. He did a reaction video to The Verge's video that they did, how to build a PC, that went viral for all the wrong reasons. And basically his channel did get taken down, I think it was, for a couple of weeks before that was resolved. And he obviously lost a massive amount of income. That's his livelihood. And this is happening a lot at the moment. So anyway, the subject of this video isn't to have a big whinge about YouTube and how horrible it is and how these 3 Ants guys are assholes and should be, you know, banned from the internet and everything. There's, you know, whenever these copyright strikes happen, there's always this massive backlash, and people are like, oh, you should jump on Twitter and just complain and slam them. And I'm the sort of person that I like to try and get the facts before I go to town on people. I don't think that it's really beneficial to anybody to have a big whinge on the internet, you know, act like an entitled dickhead and, you know, try to use your online clout to basically get something resolved. What I wanted to do is I wanted to find out the facts about exactly what had happened, what I'd assumedly done wrong, so that I could deal with it through the appropriate channels and get it all resolved. And I'm happy to say that it is all resolved now, and I was actually amazed at how quickly I was able to get it resolved once I got in touch with the right people. So the first thing that I did was jump into the YouTube system, which is all pretty well automated. There's sort of like a process that you have to work through here, and basically go through and do a counterclaim against this company that was claiming that I was using copyrighted material. And so I went through the process, and it's actually a really scary process, because they're basically saying you're entering into a legal dispute here. You might actually want to speak to a lawyer before doing this, and you know there's serious penalties for making false claims and stuff like that. And because I wasn't, at this point, even sure what exactly it was that I was supposedly had done wrong, it was a little bit scary, because I thought, well, hang on, I'm sort of starting to question myself here. I'm like, have I used something that I shouldn't have? Is there maybe like a sound clip that was within the game that got flagged or something like that? And so I was a little bit nervous about doing it because obviously if I'm seen to be launching a false dispute, I could lose the channel altogether. And because YouTube is all about, bots and things like that automatically detecting content, it's very difficult to to fight these things sometimes. And there's always the risk in a system where you're basically guilty until proven innocent. It's it's a big problem. So basically I took the risk and went and did a counterclaim against them. And I also did a little bit of digging around on the net as well, just to see if anybody else had this problem with this particular claimant. And I found another guy that had exactly the same thing basically happen. He was streaming some online game and basically got a takedown notice from these people. And he actually got in contact with them via email and got a response, what he said was surprisingly quickly. And it was all resolved. And there were a couple of other comments underneath that as well from people saying that they were able to get their issues resolved as well. And he actually very, very kindly included the support email address that he had contacted in the comments stream on his video, so that I was able to actually take that email address and get in touch with them. So I went through the YouTube system for one, I contacted them via their own website as well for two, and then I actually sent an email to their support email address that was linked on this YouTube video as well as a third point of contact. So I emailed all three of these things basically to try and get this sorted out as quickly as possible. So to my amazement, I actually got a response from them within about 20 minutes of sending the original email, which was pretty impressive considering it was about 1 o'clock on Monday morning by this time, our time, and it was about 5 p.m. in the afternoon on a Sunday in Madrid, which is where this company's based. So I was pretty surprised to get an email back. I thought it was going to take a couple of days at least. But anyway, I got an email back from Laura saying, "Hello, William," which is what people call me when I'm in trouble. Our system detected your video through the word that you used on the video title, live sim racing stream. These are very common in illegal streaming videos on YouTube. It could be very useful if you used words like me playing the game or play with me to clarify your videos as illegal. We've made a request to YouTube to remove your strike. We're sorry all the inconvenient. So obviously overseas, a little bit of broken English there. But basically, I jumped back onto YouTube, then logged into my account and saw that the strike had been removed and I was able to stream again. So that was good. So anyway, I did a little bit more research and digging around, basically trying to figure out exactly what had happened. And basically what it came down to was it was basically a perfect storm of things that I probably should have done a little bit differently and considered. So while I didn't actually do anything wrong, there are a couple of things that I could have done differently to avoid this. So that's what I want to get across in this video. This isn't a big whinge about the system. I just want to help you guys to make sure this doesn't happen to you as well. So there are a couple of things that basically triggered this happening. The fact that I called it a live stream. So what did I call it again? Let's have another look. So I called it a live sim racing stream F1 2018 and then Spain, and I had all those words in there. Now, as you'd be aware, a lot of people do pirate streams basically where they do screen shares and stuff of their their Sky Sports account or something like that. So people actually broadcast live television on YouTube, and obviously that's very illegal and you can get into a lot of trouble for doing that. So what basically happened was these guys had detected through their automated systems that that's exactly what I was doing. Because I'd said live stream F1 2018, well, I don't know why the 2018, so probably just live stream F1 Spain. And because the real life broadcast was actually happening concurrently with my stream, they've obviously detected that as being a pirate stream and they've taken it down. So, it's really unfortunate that this has happened. It was great that I was able to get it sorted out quickly, but, the fact that I wasn't actually doing anything wrong here and yet I'm being treated like a criminal pretty much sucks. But, obviously moving forward, I'm able to, learn from that and make sure that I name my streams a little bit differently from now on. So basically it was a perfect storm of, having a name for my stream that is commonly used for pirate streams, as well as the fact that I was actually broadcasting my stream concurrently with the real life broadcast of the Formula 1 race. So yeah, guys, if you're ever live streaming a game that is replicating a real life sport, just be a little bit careful with how you name the stream, because this is something that is very likely to happen to you as well, especially if you are broadcasting your stream concurrently with a real life event that happens to be happening at the same track or the same sports field or whatever. So guys, just a quick video today. Hopefully you can learn something from this video, learn from my, not mistake, but learn from my experience so the same thing doesn't happen to you guys. So if this video has been helpful for you, please do hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't liked it, hit the thumbs down, but make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss the next video. We're going to be hopefully getting my mum on the sim rig today. She's coming over to visit the grandkids today, so I'm going to not surprise her because she actually does know that I've got this. She's seen the videos that I've done already, but I'm going to chuck her on here and hopefully film her reaction for you guys, so that should be a bit of fun. We're also going to hopefully record our first testing laps on Nürburgring for the husband versus wife challenge today as well. So stick around. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.